Laurie Watson, our sex therapist, is here. And if you want to get in touch with her, Awakenings Center.net, not .com, .net.
Yeah, she's based in Raleigh and up in North Raleigh, and her partner's Meredith Pope. And small business, got a lot of people who listen to the show and call. And if you want to call us, we can use the voice changer. We can change your name. You can be anonymous. Men and women, we want you to call us 855-SHOW-GRAM.
All right, I got one to start.
Okay.
So, and again, feel free to say that this is a very popular question so that I don't feel like such a freak.
Okay.
I mean, you can say it at the beginning.
Or it's a popular question.
Okay, even
or
though
better
you don't know
yet,
the
make
answer.
it feel like a freak.
All right. So, here on the left side, you got guys.
Yep.
And guys are ready at a moment's notice.
Right.
Okay? I mean, it takes seconds before a guy is ready to have pudding. And then there's women on the right side over here. And these women...
We're so complicated.
Complicated as an understatement.
Yeah.
But, then it's going to take, you got to get the foreplay going. You got to get all this other stuff. And you got to wait till they're ready. So how do you meet there in the middle? Because I imagine that some guys get frustrated because, like, I was just telling Laurie here a second ago, and I know that my wife is so glad I'm talking about this.
I was going to say, you're just not holding anything back. I love it.
But it was a week or two ago, and we like to have the only, like, mom and daddy time that we have is just when we first wake up and we're sitting there, and I know a lot of people love morning pudding. I'm more of an evening guy, if that happens, but whatever. But she attacked me, dude, and it was the best.
Oh, yeah.
Because you didn't have to have that.
She was already ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what she'd been watching.
Right.
But whatever it was working.
You're right, Bob. I mean, men have to work, I think, much harder physically at making a woman ready. I mean, they have to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I think women have to work harder mentally to come to that point every once in a while.
So what do you do,
well,
though?
I saw Brokeback Mountain when we're not talking about gay sex.
My
but
great.
just listen to me. I counsel people all day long, usually trying to help them do it in a way that helps the female. So longer, slower.
Of course.
But you know what? I didn't learn anything about gay sex in the movie, but what I learned was, gosh, how cool to have no apology, to just know you want to do it and just go at it and throw down.
I know.
I mean, every once in a while, that's got to happen, right?
Yeah.
To make both people happy, women in their minds have to get to it.
Yeah.
And they have to every once in a while, like, it's, right.
So you didn't really answer
just
my
like your
question.
wife.
I feel like the stars have to be aligned, though. Is there a way to...
I think women have to know that this is the way a man feels loved. It makes him feel great, and they have to get to it in their minds.
Do you hear that,
First.
Lindsay?
All right. So I break it down for me because I still am not to the point where I understand. Like, let's say there's two couples and they go, Bob, you hit the nail on the head. And we have the same question. Like,
right.
So give me one or two things that this couple can do to not have the guy have to wait forever and the girl say, no, I don't want to do it. Now, what can you do to meet in the middle there?
Okay, can we talk about vibrators?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think every once in a while,
medicinal way, sure.
A woman could use this beforehand.
Okay.
And, find herself already aroused and then walk
before
downstairs.
He comes home.
Yeah, before he comes home, or walk downstairs and say, hey, baby. I mean, I think that's a great alternative every once in a while so that he feels wanted and desired.
Every once in a while is the key word.
Right.
Yeah.
That is why I call my wife 10 minutes before I get home every time and say, I'm going to be home in 10 minutes. But it still doesn't work.
Make sure the pool boy is gone.
10 minutes starting now.
All right, we're going to take some more calls. That's
okay.
But that I think what you're saying is
the women have to work on it.
Sometimes it's the guy's responsibility, and
Yeah.
you're going to have to do what you really don't want to do, and sometimes the girls are going to have to mow the grass.
Do you really not want to do that? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying sometimes,
Sometimes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right. And if everybody does it sometimes...
Yes, then everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Then everybody will be walking around with a big old smile on their face all the time, and it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Lola, hello.
Hi.
What's your question, darling?
Well, my boyfriend cannot maintain an erection during sex.
That's a problem.
I'm wondering if it's my fault.
Yes.
You know, what
No,
it
hold
could
on,
be
hold on.
related to.
Just a quick question. Is that with or without protection?
It doesn't matter. I think with protection is worse, but without, he's also having problems.
I can understand the with protection part.
Hola, Lola.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got it.
Hey, I don't think it's your problem.
It's not my fault.
No, is he young?
Well,
How
I
old
guess
is he?
it's He's 40.
Yeah. I mean, men can start having erectile problems at 40. I mean, the first thing I would say is he's probably anxious, especially depending on how long you've been together. A lot of erectile problems are really about anxiety. And the good news is Viagra clears that up, or all the Viagra lookalikes usually manage that problem.
I've never taken that, but I want to ask, if I had one of those for 4 hours, I'd be taking pictures of it. I wouldn't go to the hospital. 4 hours of that?
You'd be in serious pain.
That would have to hurt after a
That
while.
would really hurt.
There's a lot of people, probably like Lola's guy, who has that issue, but would be very embarrassed to go and talk to your doctor about that.
Right.
And how do I deal with it when it happens? What am I saying? Am I supposed to ignore it, say something, or?
All right, well, I have a question.
Right.
Kind of a qualifying
Go eat
question.
a
Okay, go
popsicle
ahead.
real quick, and then come back to the room with popsicle stick, and then you guys can talk.
All right, Laurie.
Yes.
So so you kind of touched on the fact that it's psychological, but
It has to
if
be.
he doesn't have a job at the time, maybe he could feel emasculated in his relationship, or if he doesn't feel like he truly satisfies her in other areas of the life, can't all that play a part on the man's mental
It can,
station?
but you know what? Sex is not all about just doing it. I mean, he can satisfy her probably just fine, with other ways.
Like
I think
shoes,
some of it.
jewelry.
Exactly.
That doesn't
and
replace that,
I think
though.
that women misinterpret it and think that means she's not attractive. And so, just like you asked, Lola, is it my fault? Probably not. You sound adorable. So I don't think it's usually about whether or not you're attractive enough.
Let me grab this. Erica, hi.
Click it again.